Hello there, Ernie John Reed. Ernie John Reed, now 3 of Europe, Liberation, Vive la Resistance, or whatever. I wasn't that interested, to be fair, it was neither in a day. I didn't see what the harm it did being in the EU, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to gain getting out of the EU. Blue passport, I've just got a 10-year passport, so it'll be 10 years before I see my blue passport. We've no longer members, but we haven't quite left yet, is what I understand. It's like being on the boating league, and they called you 5 minutes in the boat, and you're rowing back, so you're still actually rowing in the boating league, but your time's up, so to speak. And then you get back, maybe with a pedalo on the sea, and they shouted out or waved to you to tell you your time's up, and then you're on the way back, so you're still in the boating league or still in the sea, but your time's up. And then when you get to the bank, it will be time to get out and everything's over. There's no going back. Exactly what the relationship is after that, whether we can still dip our toes in the water or lie on the beach, I'm not sure. That's all to be sorted out by big bad Boris Johnson. A man, I believe, has some sort of sexual relationship with stoats. He's a stoat bummer. He doesn't get stoats who want to comply. He forces stoats and will often strangle them to death during sex, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that information. I did get it from a friend of mine who has no way of fucking knowing this shit, but sounds plausible to me, Boris did say that Brexit was the best thing in his life, his most joyous, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was the greatest thing in his life, over his motorbike. And his kids, but he never actually mentioned his kids, because he doesn't mention his kids, so his kids have to know that not only did he come after Brexit in his life, they come after his motorbike in his life, and they're not really acknowledged by him either, so, a lot of kicks for them children, so we should all love them. He should love them too, hopefully he does love them, not as much as his bike or Brexit, but, we're all in this together, that's my view, we're all in this together. Sean Hughes done a show all about being on this together one time called Penguins, very underrated Sean Hughes, sadly, but that message prevails. We are all in this together, and as long as we're together there's hope. So last night I spent a bit of time on social media trying to help people whose flags were upside down, or the Patriots. I explained to them that I loved them and the flags were upside down, and I thought some of them might be a bit sensitive over the flags being upside down, but the majority of them seem to be sensitive about being told that you loved them and that they're loved. That seemed quite strange to me. I did, for a bit of a jape, tell people whose flags were upside down that they were upside down. I was quite surprised at how many great patriotic British people were prepared to change the direction that the flag was facing upside down, flip the pictures and stuff, when there's nothing wrong with them. And I think they were also again too distracted and angry about being told that somebody loved them. It's a bit daunting sometimes, So 11 o'clock came, and I couldn't really get straight off the bat with the now new nationalism and racism. I'm not quite sure where the foreign people live in my area. I do know foreign people in my area, and people have different coloured skin to me, I've never really paid that much attention other than to respect their views and beliefs and not insult their cultures. Other than that, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter where they live, because we all live together and we all love each other. So I wasn't sure where to go to start, firebombing my neighbours' houses or not. And it did occur to me that I could go down to the local chippy, the Chinese takeaway, because there are some Asians who work there. I'm not quite sure what culture and country they come from, or what region or things like that. That's all complicated. However, I do know that they don't fit the new British demographic. So I could have gone there, but they close at 11, so their first Brexit cooking session will be sometime this afternoon. It's not practical. I'm not too busy loving people to be nasty, so it's hard. I did think I'm going the Asda the Savvy to do some shopping. I could walk around the Asda and find silhouettes out for foreign voices or people with different coloured skin, people who fit the target audience, and perhaps find some way of being racially discriminative. But I think that as someone who doesn't want to be racially discriminative, I should be allowed to take a back seat and, you know, just maybe tut when people talking foreign voices on the bus, or, you know, tell people that foreigners and immigrants get housing ahead of others and lie about the benefits, or just read the Daily Mail, something along them lines. I did think I could tell people I'm going to stop going to the Aldi. I only go there for the cat treats. Start using Jack's. But Jack's is just a shit version of Tesco's. It's like Tesco's racist brother or something. It's awful. I don't like Jack's. I don't like Tesco's. If I don't like Tesco's, I'm not going to go to a shit version of Tesco's. That's racist, am I, for fuck's sake? Plus, as well as Aldi, there's the Lidl. And the Lidl do fantastic hazelnut and chocolate donuts. Custard yum mums. Oh, I think they're more toffee, like a toffee yum and caramel yum yums. You know. But we have British fare to look forward to, you know. So there's good stuff moving forward. You know, there's a lot we can think about. I know there's always a lot of what's the expression now? People with the funny tinge who hang around outside the Greggs and the Buckies, normally with a load of children, rapidly reproducing, and often talking loads of jibber jabber that you've got no idea what to understand. But I did ask one time in the Red Cross shop where I buy my books who they were and where they were from, and it turns out they were just false tanned single mothers, and it's best to avoid them because they are underage and some are using drugs and drinking and things like that, which is unfortunate. I don't judge them, you know, that life will grow. But they are our future, and so we should celebrate that. No more shall we have any foreign influence. You know, we've now got these fake tanned jibber jabbering idiots outside the Greggs to look forward to, and they get my vote, and they get my love. So just to finish up, there's a little story about cows. Not about Brexit really, probably not about Brexit at all. It's about cows. During this story, if I refer to any of the cows as he, please excuse me. And I will trip over my words, because that's what I do, innit? You know, we all trip over. We've got to be there to pick each other up with love and support. Anyway, a story about cows from Ernie John Reed. So the lead cow opens the gate wide and turns to the herd and said, "The gate is now open, and we are now 3. Let us go onto the road and explore this brave new world." And the herd said, "Where will we find food in this brave new world? For we are hungry." And the lead cow, she said, "We will find food as we explore. There will be food out there, I am sure." Wasn't meant to rhyme. There will be food out there, I am sure. And when we find it, it will be better food than the food we have. And the herd said, "But we are hungry now. How do you know we will find this food? How do you know this food will be better than the food we have? We need to eat now. What can we do?" And the lead cow said, "Well, I hadn't quite thought that through, but I am sure that out there the food will be better and we will find it. But for now, why don't we eat the food in the trough and chew the grass in the field, as the farmer provides it?" So the herd said, "But if we leave the field and do not give the farmer our milk, surely he will not give us the food and allow us to eat his grass in the field we have left." So the lead cow said, "Well, perhaps now we are 3, we also are 3 to choose to stay in the field and to eat the farmer's grass, and to eat the farmer's food and to drink the water he provides, and we are free to trade him our milk for this, because that is what we can do now that we are free." So as the herd returned to the field to enjoy their newfound freedom, one called back to the lead cow and said, "You may as well close the gate." And the lead cow replied, "I do not know how. I had not thought of that. Once the gate is open, it shall stay open. For we are free. That's about it, really. I'm not quite sure what it means, or even if I said everything right. I was trying to think, and then, you know, trying to think's a bad idea. Crazy things fizz into my mind. I get distracted. I think about how nice a cow's face is and the great big tongues they have. Although sometimes when you see the huge, the full tongue, it's a great big... My God, strange, isn't it? Anyway, enjoy your freedom. Hold on to your love. Let your shit go. Touch hearts, not cloth. Ernie John Reed loves you. See you soon, baby.